Alright nerds, we are back for another beer review for IPApril, and today from Victoria, British Columbia, from Category 12, their Chromatic IPA, West Coast IPA. It says on the back 7% and 79 IBU. This is like kind of like old school 2 or 3 years ago IPA. Some booze, lots of hops. Let's get down to this. Doesn't say on the back exactly what's in it. Just has a bunch of talk about it, and it has some like cool logos that I don't really know what that's all about, but no. I'll look in their website. Again, try not to research the beer too far ahead of time. I'd hate to kind of get skewed by ratings on, let's say, Beer Advocate or Untapped, or you know, like, oh, this has this hop, so I know it's going to be good, so I'm going to rate it automatically higher, or it has this, and meh, so I'm going to rate it bad. Trying to be honest with all this, as you can tell by my review for Galactic Space Dragon, which is awful. Well, my review was good, I hope. The beer was awful, in my opinion. But you can't always just give everything good reviews, right? So let's get right at this. I'm looking forward to this. Some good... I've been able to compare a lot of West Coast IPAs, and I like West Coast IPAs. That's what I'm discovering. I like hazy IPAs, but I like this. Golden, clear, big, nice white head, at least one finger, carbonated. You can just like taste the green in it, the resin, the tropical fruit, the citrus. You can just see it when you pour enough of these. It's super carbonated. Yeah, there you go. Smells like West Coast. Has like grapefruit, a bit of citrus, tropical. But you still get like that hoppiness, that verdantness, the little bit of dankness, almost like wet forest floor. People say weed, but sometimes I compare it to like a wet forest floor almost. Like vegetal, some people have called it. But yeah, it's just this like wet vegetation kind of smell. Tons of grapefruit though, which is very West Coast. So mango, papaya, you know, so like that muddled tropicalness that you've heard me say a million times. You probably hear a lot of reviewers say. And I'm looking forward to this beer because I've been bedridden after getting my much welcomed vaccine, AstraZeneca. Got that. Easy, got in line. Took no time at all. Super awesome. 8 hours later, I was bedridden. Fever, chills, awful nausea, everything. Just like the worst flu I've ever had. Got over it, 18 hours later, 24 hours, or 48 hours later, like a day and a half, 2 days later. I'm feeling great now. Great. Like my cell phone has better reception. I noticed my TV, I got a few more channels, and I don't have cable, so that's weird. So yeah, maybe beer will taste better. I haven't had any for a few days, so let's see. It smells great. Yeah, it definitely smells great. So this will be a nice return back to normal. It smells very good. It smells great. Okay, I'm going to get this. Cheers. You get you get a really bitter finish, which is nice. Very malty, like very sweet malty, crackery, kind of tropical fruit. It got washed out pretty quick by the bitterness, and it lingers too, which is really nice. Yeah. Lots of grapefruit. Holy. Lots of grapefruit in there. Like really luscious, prime ripe, red grapefruit. A little bit orange. A little bit like that, again, that tropical softness in there. So probably like, definitely some Citra. Maybe Mosaic, because it kind of has that the pine from that. And then I'm guessing West Coast, just like Columbia, or Columbia Cascade Centennial, like the big C's, you know. What are there, like 5 of them? It doesn't say. Beer worth leaving your career for, it says on here. Interesting. Trying to see if there's any other information on this can at all, and there's none. Writing is not very easy to read in this lighting. I think I've seen these cans in other colors before too, which is kind of cool if they do that. They have like several labels they put on. Because it is just a very simple label on a very simple can. You've seen these a bunch before with some of the locals and seasonals around here, from Revival, from Analog, a few other places. So, very simple can. Let's get back to the beer though. I got very distracted. Yeah, quite sweet. But then immediately cut by the bitterness from the hops. That's really interesting. So it actually is like very crisp and very clean at the beginning. And then bitter. A pretty strong malt backbone though to kind of carry it through. It's really good. Yeah, just I've never heard of Category 12 ever until I've had this beer. I'm sure of it. I haven't checked my Untappd, but I'm sure I've never had any Category 12. I don't get the Chromatic name, which is kind of weird. That's one thing with branding is you kind of never know what you're getting. This is, yeah, I know I'm getting an IPA, but that style's so broad nowadays. I guess IPA is just fine for like the casual, like beer drinker, not somebody like me. I guess I'm still casual. But somebody's just looking for IPA, maybe newer to the whole thing, doesn't realize like, oh, there's styles of IPA, right? Just kind of like you get a steak. Well, there's different types of steak or whatever. So maybe that is a good branding. It's colorful. You'll notice this on the shelf for sure. Very colorful. And like I said, if there were some others on the shelf that were different colors, so I don't know what range are. So that's kind of cool. And the beer's really good. It's a little cold. Maybe I didn't leave it out warm enough or long enough. Not that it makes a difference. It's still hitting all the right notes. Excellent example of a West Coast IPA. Little on the sweet side, which is interesting. It's sweeter rather than hoppier. So it even leans more like... Interesting. Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's not a West Coast IPA, even though it says it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's very good mouthfeel. Smells great. It's more like a weird hybrid. Using West Coast IPAs, but kind of really bringing up the dry hop. Which will really enhance like the juice, the aroma. I assume they just dry hop the crap out of it with Mosaic or something. That's my guess. Great beer. Great beer. Out of Victoria. I don't even know how many breweries they have. Probably not many. Category 12 Chromatic IPA. From Victoria. Again, great beer. Again, fruitier than hoppier. Still enough hops and enough bitterness to really quench that flavor. Great backbone. Like I said, malt, body. Good mouthfeel. Smells great. Really crisp. Highly recommended. Nice change after the bad review from Galactic Dragon, even though I've had some in between. So there we go. IPApril is continuing rolling on. People are really getting in this IPA train that's been going forever. It's cool just like being able to experience all these different beers from different places, and a lot of West Coast ones. I really like that style, and it's really growing on me even more, even though I've always liked it. It's good to go back to like basics, and West Coast is kind of like your basic IPA, your American IPA. That's kind of where we're at, and this is a long review, so I'm going to leave you there. Find us on all the social medias, if this is your first time, at Fermented Nerds. Brew us up some likes. And if you haven't subscribed, do it. Leave some comments below. Tell us what you thought of the video. Let's talk about your favorite style IPA, Category 12 if you've had it. And we'll see you next time here on Fermented Nerds. I'm Wally and I'm out.